Last round of the Dice Dojo June 2015 tournament, and it's my Orcs and Goblins against Max's Skaven in round 3. I did a really bad job because this is actually we were trying to rush the game, and I'm sorry I keep on giving this excuse, but it's usually the last game of the day that I do this. But I tried to rush the game, and I didn't take pictures of what the armies had. So here's a picture of I think his movement phase, and you can kind of get an idea of everything that's going on over here. But as you can see on his left, he has a unit of 5 rat ogres. There's also a small unit of giant rats in there. He has the plague, the furnace. And it's pushed by a bunch of plague monks, and a plague priest is on top of the furnace. He has 2 units of about 30 to 40, I think it's 30 Skaven clan rats. Those are the 2 on the front closest to that church. The one on the right side, hiding behind the church, that's actually a block of 30 slaves. And then behind everybody in the black primer block, that's a unit of think 20 storm vermin. My army list, I don't have any pictures of it that I can show right now. You'll kind of figure it out as we go along. I got savages, night goblins with bows, Gorbad, and on some wolves. But you can also watch my first video of this tournament, and that'll show you exactly the exact list I have. So here's my magic spells. I got Hand of Glory, Foot of Gork, Here We Go, and Gaze of Mork. And then I also got Abyssal Swarm and Grave Call. Vanguard goes first. Oh, he also has a Doom Wheel and a Hell Pit. Vanguard, I got Chicken Head to run up towards that Doom Wheel. And if you haven't heard me say this before, he ain't scared. He's Chicken Head. So, Skaven, turn 1, he won the roll-off. He's going to move up his Hell Pit over here. You can see I have my Spear Chucker right there on the left, and then I have a giant block of savages right over here. So he's moving his Hell Pit towards just basically anybody. That's what the Hell Pit does. His Doom Wheel moves right up to Chicken Head, and his whole block of everybody just kind of moves up as well. Magic Phase, he gets 10 power dice, and I basically Dispel Scroll, the first thing he throws out there, then he throws 5 dice, I think onto Wither, and I blew it up. So that did nothing. Shooting Phase, he's going to try to zap me, and he gets a misfire on the first one. First turn, he gets a misfire. Basically, it just means that he rolls 2 dice on his movement phases. That's what his misfire chart did. And I think he took 1 damage from that, actually, too. I don't recall, but there's a reason why that bead is there. I don't know. Basically, that's it. He just moved up. He has no real shooting power, and I think that's one of the biggest things he needs to get is a cannon or something that shoots, because he's missing a whole phase with that. But we're going to go ahead and start Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Animosity roll. Gorbad and the boys fail, but it's a good thing that Gorbad fails because look where he is. He's right behind the Night Goblins, so he just basically is going to move up an inch and he can't do anything about it. The Savages fail, and here's a bad problem, is I actually left the Savages 20 inches, so they're just 2 inches out away from Gorbad, so they don't get his Animosity roll thing, and they're just going to have to, I believe, try to force charge into the Hell Pit, but they can't because it's just bad positioning by my part. The Ragnarok, I move him around the building. Basically, I was just going to utilize the building. In this round of the tournament, basically, it's similar to Watchtower, but basically, whoever controls the tower in the middle, every turn is going to get an additional victory point on their score. So it could basically, so there's no ties really. So I was just using this to my advantage on the Ragnarok, just take over some attack power, just charge in from over. And then I also move my Night Goblin behind the building because, again, I'm going to use the building for my, just to protect him. Basically, here you can see the rest of my army. I have the Trolls on the right, the Night Goblins in front with 20 bows, and 3 Fanatics hitting inside. I have a unit of Cave Squigs behind the Night Goblins, and then over on that little hill in the back, obviously you see the Savages. I have 2 Spear Chuckers, a Doom Diver, and a level 4 Orc Shaman on a boar. Magic Phase, I get 9 power dice, and first thing I do with my Night Goblin Shaman is try to cast up Grave Call. I want to get Cryptors. I always want to say Vargeist, and it's always Cryptors. Anyways, he dispels it with his Grayseer right there, his level 4 Grayseer that's hiding inside the Clan Rats. So I'm going to go ahead and throw 5 dice onto the Foot of Gork. I get it off. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and smash that unit with the Gracier in it. And I believe, yeah, I get a good chunk of them. I get like 9 or 10 of them, and that's just perfect. I roll for a 4, 5, or 6 to do it again. I get a 5. Perfect. I'm gonna pick another unit. I'm gonna try to hit the play claw catapult. It drifts a little bit, but it does smash off like I think like the back row. He took them off before I could take a picture, but I smashed off like 5 or 6 in the back row. And then I'm going to go ahead and do 4, 5, or 6 to do it again. I get a 3, which means Gork got bored and walked away. What an asshole. It was just getting started. It was just getting heated. Why did he get bored? Shooting phase. My Spirit Chucker here is going to shoot at the Hell Pit. Bam! 1 wound. Does not multiply, unfortunately. It only did 1. He didn't regen it. My Night Goblins of Bows here are going to go ahead and shoot. And I only pick off 1 Clan Rat. Okay, I'll take it. Doom Diver shoots wildly off target and does absolutely nothing. And why am I on my phase already? I am on my phase already. I forgot to say that Chicken Head charged in. I am so sorry. I totally missed this in the beginning. Chicken Head charged into the Doom Wheel. He's not scared. He's Chicken Head. So he goes ahead and he gets grinding down the foe. It only does like 2 wounds, and I ward save him. All right. So I hit him back, and I believe like 1. No, I do. I'm sorry. He did 1 wound to me. I did 1 wound to him. Okay, but I charged, which means he lost combat resolution by 1. So he takes a panic check and he fails and he flees, and Chicken Head runs him down. That's Chicken Head for you, man. Taking out Doom Wheels. Oh man. That's about it for Orcs and Goblins turn. We're gonna go ahead into Skaven turn 2 now. First thing he does is he puts these slaves inside the building so he can start collecting points on every turn, which, whatever, they're just slaves. His Hell Pit crashes right into the flank of my savages. That's going to hurt, and especially since I did not bring a flaming banner. Totally spaced off on that one. He basically moves everybody else up just a little bit more. I'm fine because I'm keeping him in shooting range. And he's going to go ahead into magic phase. He gets 9 power dice. And first thing he does Wither, and he does it onto this unit of goblins here with short bows. Goes ahead, gets off, and I believe it lowers like their toughness. I think that's about it. Over here, his Hell Pit goes first because obviously everything's faster than orcs. Kills off 1 on just impact, hits alone. I believe he actually got like 3, but I got 2 ward saves, so. Killed off 1 guy, and then he goes ahead and he does the one he got was like everybody in base contact's gonna get hit, so he only killed off 3 guys total. So and then you could see these are actually some of my ward saves, all these 6s everywhere. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is my attacks. I started attacking back. I hit him on attacks back. They wound a bunch, and he didn't regen them all. Obviously, he ended up taking 3 wounds, which means that he's going to lose combat resolution on that one, but he does stick, more or less. But I end up reforming, facing this way, and we'll see what happens in the next round. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Failed Animosity with Gorbat again. He's just going to sit there for a turn. It doesn't really matter. It's not like he got much where to go. The Arachnarok is declaring a charge onto that unit of Clan Rats behind the other side of the building. I move my Night Goblins here just up so they're 8 inches away from the Clan Rats. I'm going to go ahead and throw them up forward, and unfortunately every single one fell short, so they're not going to go ahead and go through. They're just going to sit right there. The Spider did get through on his charge, gets the side flank of these Clan Rats, and Chicken Head's just flying around over here. He's going to get ready to help out the Ragnarok on the next turn. Magic phase, I got 9 power dice, and first thing I do is throw up some Cryptors, and I get it off. And I throw them right by that church. And then I try to throw the rest of the dice on Foot of Gork. And sure enough, he dispelled it. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Doom Diver into the Storm Vermin. Kill off 2 of those guys. And then the Hell Pit's going to go again. And first thing he does is gets 2, which I believe is like feed. And he kills off 4 guys. Okay. Great. My Savages attack back. And I mean, they got Frenzy, they got they don't got Choppers anymore, but they got Frenzy, they got extra hand weapons. They're gonna do it. They're throwing a lot of attacks out there. Guess what? He did not regen enough. He got every single one of them. Pretty much, I only think I need like 2 or 3 wounds, anyways. But I ended up killing him. He's dead. He goes to roll on his chart to see if he comes back alive, and what does he roll? Boom, 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 boom. A 6, which means that he gets to come back alive, and he gets to pick anywhere on the board like 3 inches away from where he died at. So sure enough, he returns on this side. Ah, this sucks. Oh, I thought my savages actually did something good for once, like kill a hell pit. Jesus Christ. Ragnarok kills off a bunch of clan rats over here. Roll for thunderstomps. I get a 6, so I kill off 6 more. Holy shit! Killed off a bunch of guys. Unfortunately, they're steadfast, so they're gonna just go ahead and stick. But I got Skaven turn 3 coming up. First thing we're gonna do is see what he got for charges, and the hell pit is gonna just basically be his only charge. He's gonna go ahead and move on the compulsory phase and slam into the side of my savages again. And then these giant rats are just kind of hiding out in the ruins over here. The rest of his guys, basically his plague furnace moves up, but his clan rats stay still because there's some fanatics in front of him. And then his storm vermin over here turns sideways to face the Ragnarok. Magic phase, he gets 5 power dice, and he's gonna go ahead and throw, I believe, like it's like some kind of plague spell or something onto these guys, and I dispel it, so I can't do anything about it. He's gonna go ahead and do his stupid move here, where it's basically the plague furnace's ball going this way, and it burns off like 2 of my night goblins and 1 of my squigs. And sure enough, my night goblins are still withered, so I think they're still withered. I don't remember. Whatever. They're gonna take some damage. They take 1 casualty basically. Over here again, impact hits. It only kills off 1 out of 2 guys, and then he's gonna go ahead and do, I believe, like flailing fist or something, or it could have been feet again. I don't remember what it was, but he basically does like 4 wounds total, and he actually, I think he only did 2 wounds, and then he thunderstomps and does an extra wound. I did my attacks back, and I only did 1 wound to him. And basically, I lost combat resolution on this one. He charged, he did 4 wounds. I only did 1 wound. I got a banner and rank. So I am going to take a panic check, and I don't even need that high of a number, but I fail it. And the minute I fail it, unfortunately, yeah, I needed a 7, and I got an 8. But unfortunately, they're just outside of Gorbad's range, so they don't get a BSB roll, and they don't get his leadership, and they're going to panic and flee, and he catches me, kills me, and he slams right into my goblin here with the spear chucker. As for the combat up here with the Ragnarok is just cleaning house. He killed off like 6 clan rats here, and they're going to stick because they're steadfast, and the general's right there. But that's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I'm going to declare a charge with the Cryptors into the side flank of his general's unit, and basically Chickenhead's going to go ahead and declare a rear charge into that same exact unit. He's going to just bob and weave in there. I'm going to connect in on this one, but look at this. I actually clipped one of my fanatics, which, okay, I'm going to take the wounds from it. He kills off 2 of my Cryptors, even through their regens. What bullshit. They never do this when I need them to do it. Chickenhead gets into the rear just like so, and basically that's going to kind of mess up that unit as is. Over here you can see the Fanatic went through my own unit, and he ends up killing off just 1 of my Night Goblins with bows, but right now he's in front of Gorbad, and that's not really that good. Magic phase got 10 power dice. And I believe I am going to go ahead and throw with my Night Goblin on the right side. He throws up on the left side some Vargeists. So the Vargeists are popping out. And sure enough, that's going to be more threat on the table. Throw the rest of the dice onto the foot of Gork, and it's dispelled again. And going to go ahead into shooting phase. My Doom Diver is going to go ahead and shoot the Storm Vermin up here. Kills off 2 of those guys. Okay, not bad. And then my 19... Goblins or short bows, they're going to go ahead and shoot at the guys here at the plague furnace, and I believe I kill off 3 or 4 of them, which is not bad. I'm going to use my spear chucker here, and it's going to shoot at, I shoot through with the spear chucker here, and it's going to hit the Rogers, kills the first Roger, and it goes into the second rank, and it ends up killing the second Roger too. So that's pretty brutal right there. And basically left them. They are still frenzied, so they're not going to panic. Over here, he got tired of pulling the bodies off, so basically the Ragnarok goes, kills 5 guys initially, and then the goblins go, they kill off 2 more, and he attacks, but he does nothing to my guy, and basically I do another thunderstomp for like 6 wounds, kills off the rest of them. He literally killed everybody down to a man, and now I am facing this way, which right now I could either clip the back of those clan rats over there or go straight for the storm vermin on my turn. As for Chicken Head, look at Chicken Head's roll, man. He needed a 3 to wound, or 3 to hit, and he is super fucking accurate. He took a chunk of guys down, 4 of them, killed off 4. The Cryptors go, they kill off a bunch more, and these clan rats are not touching either one of my guys. So Chicken Head's gonna pretty much close the door right now, and he does stick because the General's unit, he's steadfast, and he, even though he lost combat by a lot, I mean, I killed off like, I want to say like 8 or 9 guys, but basically he's sticking for a turn. And as for the Hell Pit, it just destroys my Spirit Chakra. Didn't even have a chance. Kills him off. They do put a wound on him, so he has 2 wounds on right now, but that's going to end the turn. Start off Skaven turn 4. Skaven turn 4, he charges into my Goblins here. They're going to stand and shoot, and when they stand and shoot, they kill off 5 of his Plague Monks, which is pretty good. Decent for what it was. He is going to charge his Storm Vermin into the Ragnarok. Ragnarok doesn't care. It's like, whatever, I just took out a whole unit of Clan Rats by myself. I'll take out you little punk Storm Vermins. So, I always worry that the Storm Vermins have Strength 5. That's just because I always fight my brother's Queek Storm Vermin, and these guys do not have Strength 5, so I'm not too worried. God, I said that twice actually. The Hell Pit is coming this way. He's trying to hunt out my my level 4. And then, as you can see, he sent his giant rats after my last Spirit Chakra on this side, and his rat ogres are coming up. Magic phase, he only gets 2 power dice, which does absolutely nothing because I channeled, and I just destroyed whatever spell he tried to throw up. So he's gonna go into close combat. Close combat. He has his Plague Furnace. It takes 1 damage from just being itself, and then he does he kills off like 5 of my guys. I end up killing 1 back, and basically I lost combat on that one pretty bad actually. I'm gonna run, and he's gonna try to chase, and he ends up hitting my unit of Cave Squigs there. I believe I hit a Fanatic on the way out, so I killed more of my guys, and yeah, I did. But it wasn't really that bad actually. It does leave me in that combat though with the Cave Squigs. Only thing that kind of hurts me on that though is he has a faster initiative, and that always hurts, especially with Cave Squigs because they're so squishy. But as you can see, these are the casualties from the Fanatic that I ran into. He took out basically the whole unit, and they're still fleeing, but you know, at least they took care of the fact that Gorbad could have got hit by that Fanatic. Over here in this close combat, between my Cryptors and Chicken Head, they killed off pretty much like a whole nother 2 ranks, and it's basically going to leave them down to, they're losing combat resolution again. They're not doing enough damage. They cannot turn around for the life of them anyways. So they lose combat resolution, but again, the General's in there, so they're going to stick for this round, and I believe that's that. Over here, you could see the Ragnarok just wiped the floor with those Storm Vermin. He just left 3 there. They're going to panic and they're going to flee, and the Ragnarok's going to chase. Unfortunately, they got scurry, so they go a little bit further, and he's just going to continue chasing them on our turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I'm going to have the Trolls charge into the building and try to take out those slaves. The Ragnarok ended up catching up to those Storm Vermin and killing them off. I'm going to charge the Vargeist into the side flank of these Plague Monks here. I was thinking, oh well, I'll take a hit from a Fanatic. I take the hit from the Fanatic, and hopefully I lose 1, more or less. He did 2 wounds onto 1 Vargeist, which was not bad. That's kind of what I was hoping, actually. Over here, I rallied my short bows. I turned Gorbad around to face the Hell Pit that's coming over here, and pretty much that's that over here. Magic Phase 7 Power Dice. Throw the Foot of Gork onto the 2 remaining Rat Ogres, and I believe I don't have what happened to them. I might have killed them. I might have killed them. I don't remember entirely. I don't have a actual picture of the aftermath. I did a couple dice onto Grave Call that failed. Or I'm sorry, not Grave Call. God damn. That's my 4, 5, or 6 to do the foot again. I got a 1, and he's gonna go ahead and pick my Doom Diver, and he's gonna squash it, and it drifts, and it does not kill it. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and actually it does kill it, I believe, because I don't have a shooting phase at the moment, or I just didn't have a target to shoot. So close combat. I'm gonna go ahead and kill off. I kill off again the back rank and a couple more clan rats. I believe I even killed off the BSB. I targeted him out, and they're gonna run. And when they run, I chase them and I kill them off with both Chicken Head and the guys. So took care of that unit. Over here, his Plague Monks go first, or I'm sorry, the Plague Priest goes first, kills off 2 of his. I'm sorry, the Plague Furnace goes first, kills 2 of his rats, kills 2 of my guys. Okay, then the Plague Monk goes, kills like a couple more. Then the monks go, not the priests, the monks, and they kill off a huge chunk of guys. Okay, and then they even take out the freaking Vargeist on the side because they have a faster initiative. Holy shit, they just wiped the floor at me. I am trying to blow up, and basically I need double ones to stay, and I'm like, haha, I'm gonna so blow up and take out a huge chunk of them. I roll double ones. Oh, come on, man. Double ones? It's like the one time I didn't want double ones. Oh, come on. I did not blow up. And I believe I panic, or I don't panic. I don't know why I don't know where they went. Basically, this is close to the end of the game. It's turn 4. I don't know why I didn't attack the slaves when I charged into the building, but oh, I did attack the slaves. It's not turn 4. It's still turn 4 right now. The trolls are attacking the slaves inside. They panic. They blow up. There's no leader around them because the general fled. So when they blow up, I take over the tower. We're actually calling the game right here because it was really late. It was like after like I don't know 1 or 2 in the morning or something like that, and they're kicking us out of the store. But so we had to basically call it here, count up points, and see where we're at. It is an Orcs and Goblins victory, even though just because I took out that good general unit. I am definitely giving the MVP award for this whole game to the Ragnarok Spider. Even though Chicken Head took out a Doom Wheel and he took out the General's unit, which that's actually pretty good too. The Ragnarok was just taking out chunks and chunks and chunks of units by himself, and he even chased down the Storm Vermin. So I give it to the Ragnarok. He did a very solid job. He didn't even get wounded once, not once. Chicken Head's a close second. I mean, technically, I think Chicken Head probably had more points than the Ragnarok. I don't know. But anyways, Orcs and Goblins pull it off, 2 ties and a win, and basically that I ended up placing right in the middle. First place went to Ian, and you can go back a couple games that I played. I had Ian's Chaos Army that I went against, the Lizardmen / Chaos guys. He's the guy who took first place in the Gash, and Aaron took second place, and then Dan with his High Elves, the first game I played, he took third place. So, anyways, it was a fun game, fun games. I like doing the tournaments here. And coming up, I have a couple more games coming up this week. Actually, tomorrow, Saturday. So I will play those, put those up, and then the following week's Blood in the Sun. So I'll have 5 brand new armies to fight against, and you'll see them all in the crappy HD quality that I have. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.